On writing from emotion, her future on The Voice, and the itch to record a country album, Kelly Clarkson. Since she won the first season of American Idol in 2002 and released her breakthrough single, Since You've Been Gone, and on a long string of hits, including Because of You, My Life Would Such Without You, Stronger, and Piece by Piece, Kelly Clarkson has established herself as one of the most influential pop stars for more than 20 years. From her 2003 debut, Thankful, through her 9th album, and one of her most personal, Chemistry, which was composed in the midst of her traumatic divorce, she has written the majority of the songs in her extensive discography, and starring a group of specially chosen songwriters, Sheila E. and Steve Martin, an actor, comedian, and banjo player. According to a recent interview with American songwriter, sometimes I'm overly sympathetic, or I put myself in someone else's shoes, or I consider every angle of the circumstance. That can be a curse because it makes you forget about what you're going through and distances you from it. You are not considering yourself. You neglect to care for yourself as well, therefore I write it out as part of my process. Clarkson recently spoke to American songwriter about her songwriting chemistry, why she's ready to release a country album, and getting ready for her major move to New York City for the Kelly Clarkson Show, and whether she will continue to serve as a coach on The Voice. Writing-wise, it's an intriguing exercise. Even my children and I participate in these bedtime tale activities. We'll all tell a narrative together. I'll start it, they'll pick it up, the next person will pick it up, and so on. So, it's something similar. It's a pretty intriguing writing practice, actually. I have no idea why she did this, but I'm going to take what I feel from it and let out what needs to come out. It's just a really entertaining and engaging approach to write. I always seem to be writing, which is an intriguing trend I've seen throughout my life. I've never had anything released, yet I constantly write country music. And by country, I refer to a certain tone of the country. It's more traditional. Although I constantly write about it, it is plainly present, and I truly want to accomplish it. I'm not sure what I'll do with it. This record, Chemistry, came out the way it did because I basically compose whatever occurs to me at the time. I've always had a strong affinity for the country, but I'm not sure how I'll use it. I'm also playing Tammy Wynette and Hank Williams classic country. I adore older country music of those kind. I'm not sure if I'll put it out there and do it for myself or for whoever takes it. I've been quite lucky in my career and have done a number of things, but I really enjoy what I do. It's like a dream endeavor that I've always had. I'm writing a Broadway show right now, so that's another thing that intrigues me. I constantly write. I merely believe that it has always existed in my soul and in me, even during my time on American Idol. They asked, which way do you want to go? In my memory, I persisted in my struggle. Please let us do a country week. I begged these British people when I was 19 years old. They didn't understand country music, therefore they would never let us have a country week. Thank you, Carrie Underwood. I tried to tell them that we were in America, but they would not listen. Many of the viewers of the program enjoy country music. Since they wouldn't have a country week, they surprised me at the conclusion of the season with Reba McEntire, who I had been longing to perform a song by. It was in me. I've always wanted to work in that industry. I'd rather to go pop and have everything covered by that. Most of it, in my opinion, falls within the category of pop music, but it has always been intended to sound vintage. Incredibly cool, natural record. I have a ton of music already, so that is something I'm really interested in. Whatever is revealed, or whatever collaborations take place, is what is intended to be revealed. I don't want to press the issue. I'll start off by saying that I adore The Voice. Working with all of those people is wonderful. I adore collaborating with various artists. I never want to say never, but it's clearly going to alter because of my move, which will make it extremely tough to do the program. Blake and I needed one last season together, so I absolutely wanted to make sure of that. The program doesn't tape in New York, and I'm moving there, but I never like to rule anything out because I really adore the team so much. Yes, that is what makes the program so fantastic. Revolving chairs were a constant, which is sort of cool. It also enlivens the proceedings for the entertainment. I get along so well with NBC in general and The Voice in particular. We have great chemistry here. I feel as though all of this hasn't been for nothing, which is why I publish this music. More than just my personal life must be involved, especially since I'm a musician and have listeners for my work. If someone can turn on this song and feel like they're not alone while going through the worst divorce, breakup, or any catastrophe in life, I've triumphed. That's the toughest part, going through something while no one else is experiencing it, in my opinion, therefore I say you win. I don't want people to feel lonely because it is the worst. The reason to do so is if there is a song on this record or an entire album that someone can play repeatedly, as we all do. I write the same way I always have because I need a purpose for everything I write. My pal's daily routine is to enter and announce, Tuesday at 2 p.m. they can schedule it. I'm going to write with this artist, and then I'm going to write with this artist on Wednesday. I write with a lot of feeling. I need to be experiencing something, being motivated by something.